Hi and welcome to the next edition of the Alumni in Focus with the Honey Young Professionals. I'm Alex Hardy, one of the Executive Directors, and today we're meeting with Megan Faraday-Bensley from the Prosperity Advisors Group. She used to be the past president of the Honey Young Professionals and just wanted to hear about her experiences with HYP and what she's up to now. Good morning, Megan.
Hi, Alex.
How you going?
Well, thank you.
Great. The best place to start is how you first got involved with the Honey Young Professionals.
Back in my early 20s, HYP was then known as the Newcastle and Hunter Junior Chamber, NHJC. At the time, I had some friends that used to go along to the events. I took the opportunity at one point to attend one of those events at the venue which is now known as the Happy Wombat. And I attended that event and found it to be a great experience, became a regular attendee and never looked back. I had my first year as a member attending all of the events that were held, and from there went on to 12 months as treasurer and then moved into the presidency role for 2 years.
Tell us a little bit about that transition period. So you're a member for the 12 months, and then how did you get involved with actually taking up a board position?
Through being actively involved in the membership and events, I became familiar with the existing board. I knew that there were some plans for some of the board to move on. It wasn't just get to the end of the tenure, but there was some succession planning and work that happened to ensure that we had translation of skills and appropriate people on the board. So it was a planned event.
So during your time on the board, Megan, is there anything that you're particularly proud of that HYP achieved?
Yeah, when I first got involved, we had a paid membership of about 40, and through my couple of years of presidency, we grew that to a membership of 250 and significantly increased the event attendance. The other thing through that time is that in the early days, at that point in time, we were quite heavily attended by young accounting and legal professionals. We had a great focus, and part of that came through looking at the diversification of board members in moving to representation by other industries, as well as different styles of people in terms of attendance by corporates, SMEs, as well as the continuation of the professional base. So that gave us, as a member group, a great diversification of people that were interacting together and learning from each other.
Megan, what would you say to a young professional thinking about becoming a member of HYP?
I'm an all or nothing person. So for me, if you're going to get involved, I say get right involved. Yeah. So there's a great level of benefit that come through event attendance and the networking that comes with that. To me, moving into board positions and extrapolating that life experience through all of the extra development that comes with being part of a board, so through your communication, teamwork, leadership, engagement, all of those things are excellent to add on top of the network.
So Megan, you just mentioned a few things as to why you think young professionals should get involved with HYP, but taking the experience that you had with HYP, how has that led or created success for you in your life after HYP?
Many of my peers from when I was involved in the junior chamber are now lifelong friends and also in business decision-making roles. Yeah. So our careers have all advanced simultaneously. It built me a great network early on of people who were at the level that I was at, where we got comfortable with each other, got to know each other, and as things have evolved, we've now been able to do business together and or have a network of people you can call on where you need to connect.
So Megan, you had a year as a member, a year as treasurer, and then a year as the president. What are you up to now?
I'm a director of business advisory and tax at Prosperity Advisors. I lead a team of professionals in delivering business advisory and tax advice to clients. Separately to that, I'm also the head of our business advisory and tax team nationally for the firm. We operate in a changing environment, both technology and regulatory. So there's a lot for us to continually be evolving and innovating at the business. So it's an exciting part of my role to lead that change.
Great. And were there any skills that you picked up through your tenure with HYP that have assisted you in that journey, and particularly, I guess, at that national level? That's quite exciting, or from the grassroots here in Newcastle. So is there anything in that skill set that you learned that's led to you moving into that area?
The skills in leading the board, in particular in the role as president, through the communication, leadership, engagement, delivery to deadlines, all of those things are still relevant today in my role.
Excellent. So what does a typical day look like for you now, Megan?
We operate in a really fast-paced environment. It's full of prioritisation, reprioritisation and communication. Every day is different. Every day starts with communication at a director and team level about what's important in the day. And then my time is split between that client advisory piece, being available to clients, as well as the business management, and that requires moving between geographies at times. On the client front, a lot of my time each day is spent both on the phone and face-to-face, since there's a really important element of communication and relationships to that role.
So Megan, I know you're a strong advocate for women in business, so do you want to tell us a little bit about what's happened in that space?
So within our business, we've got very strong representation both in our leadership group as well as across our broader team of women. I've been personally really fortunate in my career that I've never been discriminated through either age or gender. I know that that's not everyone's experience, so it's great on a global level to see that we are making progress with gender diversity. And I actively participate in events where there's an opportunity to mentor and support other women, and just keep promoting that as an area of priority.
So Megan, we've heard about your journey through HYP and what you're up to now, but what's next?
We've got massive opportunities ahead of us and within our business. We have a very strong focus on our Firm of the Future strategy in continuing to innovate and grow what we do, stay ahead of what's happening in that technology space, and deepening our engagement with clients and our proactive advice services through that journey. So for me, I'm excited about what that looks like and what we've got ahead of us.
Megan, any advice for our 2018 HYP members?
I understand that you have a strong focus on your strategy around contribution, and that extends to participation and involvement. For me, I think you can read when people are in things and it's all about themselves. I think contribution is a great theme, and to me that resonates with it about attending HYP, being part of HYP to give, and in my experience where you give, it always comes back more than what you've put in. So, but you have to just take that approach as you are of contribution, and that comes first. So I fully support that.
Some great insights, Megan, into the alumni of HYP. Thank you very much for your time today, really appreciate it, and good luck for the future.
Thanks, Alex. Great to be involved, and wish you all the best in the HYP journey as it continues successfully.